job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin
Yeah, you don't be pushing that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you, that should be sitting past 2 days.
College football matchup. San Diego State is down right now, but
That should be sitting past 2 days.
has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
He quit on them and gave us up the win.
That one, Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks.
See, that's crazy.
Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I know it's
He
early
out
in
of
the game,
pocket.
but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands,
Oh, the
he's
user,
so
the
dangerous
user,
after
the other
the
user.
fact. So it's okay
Well,
for him
he
to
out
make
of pocket
catches.
too.
Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play score.
I ain't gonna lie, this one dude, he had a in this other league I was in. The nigga had a motherfucking fucking lineman with 90 speed. And he put him at tight end. And the nigga had an 86 catcher.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go.
That nigga was like 300 and some pounds with 90 speed. And I said, bro, you gotta be cheating. There's no way.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got
315 pounds, 90 speed, tight end.
Listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He don't like throwing the ball deep.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get
He
it
got
to
a
the
fast
receiver.
ass man too.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for
I don't even think I got this shit matched by speed.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they got him for the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
I don't know what's going on with this YouTube shit.
They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
There we go. Damn, that shit took forever.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wood. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
This team just need a tight end. That's all they missing.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
That shit crazy.
And he was hit
I had a
just
fucking
as he
touchdown.
released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the
Them
defense,
niggas didn't
dialing in
block
some
that
pressure on
nigga
3rd
at
down. They
all.
hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Damn, I should have looked at trying.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say.
Come on, bro.
This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. This senior showing great toughness, takes the hit, and still puts the ball on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, a block for 2 seconds, bro.
Right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half.
That's crazy.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
I know I didn't do none of this shit.
Very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
Bro, there's no fucking way.
He's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This nigga went over top of the ball for the pick instead of underneath.
Not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that
Where's
and
my
runs
play
to the
at?
football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
This shit is crazy.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to slam in.
I didn't even get through. I couldn't even find my fucking blitz.
That one will give him the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes.
Now it pops
He knows
up.
where the goal
Oh
line
my
is,
god.
gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now it
They'll
pops
try
up.
to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in
I
college
gotta stop
football,
off
you've
there if I
got
would've
eyes
got
on it.
my
Check
fucking
this out. San Diego
right
State
foot.
is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to North Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This nigga got 96 speed. Don't move like
Now
96
they'll run
speed.
it to the right here. Fighting off the defender.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big deal.
Look, like that offensive line should not be able to catch me. Got 96 speed, gang.
Well, the defense is on their
Act like
now.
it.
They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Pedrino. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Here's the give off the left side.
Oh my god. Hold that block so he can pop out to the outside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Using his feet. The Cowboys get enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The lone back's got it. Smashes through. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Going for the return. And he loses the ball.
Damn, dog.
The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And head coach,
how you don't make that tackle? 30, 36.
And that is a big hit, and that's a hit. Listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game. Defense did a great job.
He could go for it. Yeah, 4th and 1.
They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You could go for it. It's 4th and 1.
Timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Because he could go for a 4th and 2 or less, even if he's not past the 50, right?
And the returner will be knocked down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Fucking pitch it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He fires one deep down the right side.
No way.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Fucking what's in place like that, bro? The cornerback should just line up like that, bro. The game don't let them fucking adjust. In real life, to fucking go make the play on the ball when the nigga break inside.
Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry
between the
quarterback and wide receiver.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moving away from pressure.
Oh my God, get that shit.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw.
Pick it off.
Loose on 2nd down.
Damn.
3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
This nigga just put the ball in the right place every time.
To make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're trying to get to it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game.
Oh, my God. Why didn't you going outside?
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Snags it. He just keeps piling up numbers completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense
Full
does.
quarter, anything goes, right?
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game,
Motherfucker
they're
gonna go
one-dimensional.
far.
They have to pass the football. You can bring
That
more
fell out of
speed on
nowhere.
the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Or if I get the right blocking and just,
Holding penalty,
y'all holding.
ultimate drive killer. We'll
Some
see if it
bullshit.
costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought
They
down,
gonna call
but there's a
holding
flag on
again?
the play. Let's see if it stands.
bro, I know y'all lying.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the
I
offense
know
has 10
y'all
more yards it has to cover.
I'm not even doing aggressive or nothing. I know they lying, bro.
Quarterback stands alone.
Two
All
aggressive
wide
calls
receivers.
back to back.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Woods.
Like, that's crazy
Did a
work.
good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job.
That's crazy work,
in
guys.
step. He's reading the coverage.
That
and he's
nigga got
getting
two
an
back-to-back
idea of where
yards.
he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are
I should have put you on a quick slant.
that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Dropping back, it's Miranda. It's caught downfield. Still on his feet at the 45.
Bring it
And
back.
he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touch.
I got my second fucking pick. Damn. I know the last game. Hmm? This shit crazy. I'm ranked number 2 and got a playoff game. Who my conference I lose to? Oh, he 8-3 though. That don't even make sense, bro. The nigga is 8-3. I'm 10-2. Oh, but I guess we'll see each other in that championship game. Hey, D Nice. When this motherfucker event?